I want to see like a rock'em
combat with us. You will not survive.
I want to see a rock'em sock'em robot scenario. And Treja, I'm actually kind of surprised you're not shooting at me.
Have you lost your mind? Is there even a mind to lose? Leave me alone, will you?
Andresha, I just had the worst nightmare. We got in this vehicle, something took me over, and things just went bad. Things went bad. I passed out for a little bit, and luckily it's daylight now, so that's a thing. But yeah, we've got this. Now I am wondering why is there no sound? Should this not have some sound associated with it? All right, so that Andresia, that was admittedly, that right there was part of my my nightmare. Oh, it's pretty maneuverable, it seems like. Oh, boost. I love that. I love that. Can we take you out of here? Now, I'm afraid to go anywhere near people at this moment. I am not. Oh, all right. Andresa, maybe we take a small moment. Just take a small moment. Let's take this out into the open world and have some fun with it. See what we can do. See what the limitations are on our new vehicle. And we got sound back. It's weird. Just inside there, we don't have sound. Whoa, what have we got here? An unidentified ship. Honestly, I didn't hear any beeping or clicking. I just heard distorted sounds. This is Marshall. Could you repeat that? Sorry to break it up. Can you try a different channel? Now I heard a little beeping and maybe some clicking. This is Marshall? Were the whines and groans supposed to be people? I don't think this is working. I'm going to attempt the dock procedure. We can talk on board. Don't understand you. Can you hear me? There's something wrong with your communications rate. Well, clearly something. Do you need help? Nah, do we want to try and board this? I think we do. All right, let's see. I think what we have to be dock with the ship and enter. I think it's 500 meters. There we go. What is going on here? We'll get back down to Paradiso or what? Actually, before Paradiso, the planet, and then have some fun with our Rev 8.
Nice work.
Thank you. Speak with ship's captain.
Please disregard. I attempted an informal.
Stay alert. Weapons at the ready.
Remain calm. There's no reason to suspect whatever it is hostile.
I agree with the captain. Now is the time for diplomacy.
Agreed. But we must be ready for anything. Now. Eyes and ears sharp.
All right, maybe we go in, although he's got his weapon out. No one... Oh, I was going to say, other people do.
You're human.
Yeah. Take it you're expecting something else?
It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
You
What?
thought you were the only ones? I am afraid you have been unaware of a great many things.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
What is going on here? Have they been isolated for like centuries? I'm Martian, I'm here to help. Wait, don't tell me you're going to ask me for some sort of huge favor. What is this shit?
You've come aboard the Earth colony ship Constant. Generations ago, we set forth from the planet Earth with the mission of colonizing a new habitable world in the spirit of our ancestors nearly a millennium ago.
Okay, I think we're here to help.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by, well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and the others.
What was supposed to be your new home? I'd love to know more, but maybe we should get away from this airlock first. You know, those others are human beings, and they were here first. Not gonna lie, that's a pretty big ask. Incredible, 200 years. How did it take you so long to get here? So you know about the people on the surface. Oh, is this... She's not talking about Paradiso. Oh. Did I jump? Did I get into some mission there? Does this have something to do with it? How did you survive for 200 years? Oh, wow, there's a lot here. Your communications didn't work. Why is that?
We're not entirely sure. Our engineers believe it's possible that our technology just isn't compatible with theirs. All we hear when using them to communicate with anyone is a bunch of disturbing noise. It gave me the heebie-jeebies at first.
All right. Oh, I am interested with this. How did you survive for 200 years?
Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children. It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination. The goal was always the preservation of the human race above all else. Though it would seem that was perhaps a bit presumptuous.
How is it you don't know what's going on in the world? Where do we want to go now? Like, what do I want to ask? How did it take you so long to get here?
Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did.
And you know about the people on the surface?
We do. Well, sort of. We saw structures using our surveying equipment. We've also seen the various ships pass us by. Some even seemed to want to communicate, but couldn't. Of course, we had no idea that they were being piloted by other humans.
Interesting. Is there anything else down here? No, there's not. You know those others are human beings and they were here first.
Of course, we know that now. Human or not, we were still unable to communicate our intentions. As soon as we discovered them, we fully expected negotiations would be necessary. Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge.
I mean...
Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am.
I'm assuming we're believing these people.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist.
You'll allow them to fear us?
Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
I mean, this is pretty astounding.
So, here we are. Let's talk.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
And we did get an update to talk to
I am
Sam
both
and
shocked
Sarah.
and impressed that all of this is still functional.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life.
How long have you been captain?
I think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition. Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain. I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly.
Okay, how was the crew?
A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually.
Yeah, I would think so. And difficulty level. What is it?
Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made.
I mean, like, the thing that I don't understand is, like, there's, like, hundreds of ships, thousands of ships out there. How have you not seen? Now, I know you tried to communicate and it didn't work. And I assume this is the planet that Paradiso's on, is the planet you were looking for. That is interesting, though. Took off and then technology leapfrogged them while they were en route. That is interesting. Sounds like you could definitely use some help, though.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Weren't you just saying the week before we arrived how cold and alone it felt out here, and how sad it was, realizing we'd never see someone new?
Oh, I can only hear one side of the conversation. All right. What's wrong with the communication system?
We suspect that our equipment is woefully obsolete compared to whatever you all have now. In all honesty, we never expected to need to communicate with anyone, so our comms aren't particularly robust. That limits our options. We even attempted communicating with lights and sounds, something we saw in an old movie, but I don't believe they picked up on it. If anything, it may have inadvertently alarmed them.
I gotta say, your ship seems pretty robust with tech. I can kind of see and understand the communication thing if you think you're leaving and you're presuming there's nothing out in the world, but yet you chose this planet still. Sounds like you're just trying to offload the hard parts to someone else. Depends what's in it for me. Just tell me what you need to do.
We know there's a settlement on the planet below, meaning people were here before us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
I can do it if you tell me what you'd like me to say to them. I'll try, but diplomacy may require compromise. If you had to claim this planet, how could others settle here? How could you claim a planet? I mean, especially when you left. Not sure how that works. Why not just find another planet?
Based on the data our ancestors had when they launched this endeavor, it was determined that this was the perfect planet for us. Even if we had another viable candidate planet, we lack the resources to get there. And as you know, it took us 200 years to get here. Our people have no desire to go back to drifting the stars so their children's children can possibly settle on an inferior planet.
All right, that's fair. And, yeah, how did you get a claim to this planet?
When we left Earth, there were no claims to planets this far out into space. We had assumed that we were the only ones attempting a generational journey such as this, meaning that there would be no need for a formal claims process. Regardless, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, did manage to file a charter for this planet's first colony to be named New Jamestown. According to his records, no one took it seriously when he filed it, so likely it was either ignored or the records were lost to the ages. Given humanity's lack of interest in colonizing the far reaches of space at the time, it shouldn't have been a problem. But again, here we are now.
I have to say, your ancestors made a lot of presumptions. Think about it though. You're going, I guess you kind of have to, right? You don't know specifics, but you think you'd be planning for a lot of different things. What would you like for me to say to them?
Excellent. Make no mistake, this is our planet, and we intend for them to see this our way.
Oh.
So, speak with their leadership and see if you can negotiate a solution on our behalf. Preferably, get them to see things our way. Report back to me and let me know what they say, and we'll go from there.
So you're holding a hard line on that still. Okay, but no promises I'll be able to convince them. Are you out of your mind? There's no way they'll go for that. Prima 2's huge. Why not just set on the other side of it, away from the others? And that's an excellent question.
We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilization spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world.
No promises I'll be able to convince them. I think we'll try for sure.
Now, it makes little sense to give up before you try. Thank you, and good luck.
Well, at least I'm trying. You haven't even tried. Chief Sugiyama. Where's Chief? Is Chief Sugiyama here, or?
Hey there.
You're a colonist. Or is Chief Sugiyama down on the planet? And do we know, like, where is... So talk with Salmon. So this came up when we got here, so I don't know if this is related or if they're just happening to be doing this. Where would this even fall? I mean, it has marked both of those, but where is the talk to Sugiyama? Where's that at? It's not... Criminal? No, it's not going to be that. Maybe I just need to... Maybe we do... Because I think they're both on my ship right now. So, yeah, let's do that. Unless Sugiyama is here. Could you be?
No matter what the future holds, I think I'll always be more comfortable in space.
Well, I guess if you spent your entire life in space in this ship, which it's a cool ship. Don't get me wrong with that.
These are exciting times, aren't they?
For sure. All right, let's talk to Sam
I've seen a ship
and
like yours before.
How many meals does
Well, then
that
again,
guy
I
eat?
haven't seen any ship.
Sarah and see.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change it.
Whoa. Now this is
Yeah, I
cool.
know. But aren't you worried about running out of food?
Brackenridge is... I mean, obviously, you think if it's generational, Brackenridges are... They just dominate, right? Rupert, she mentioned, Rupert L. and Rupert.
Quite a heritage to have brought this ship so far over such a long time. Worthy of the pride these portraits show.
Diana and Felipe. Eliza, I'm guessing, is maybe her daughter. Is there anything we can get here? Oh, there's no data pad there. And no computer that we can use. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
All right, that's going to be a problem. If I can't navigate my own ladders, that's going to be a big problem.
I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
Yeah, we have a lot of conversations to be had right now. Unfortunately, Raph is not one of them. Oh, here's the two people. Should I go up and... You know what? We'll talk to her afterwards. Let's talk to Sam
Happy
first.
to lend a hand. Freestar Rangers. You did their dirty work and then some. So how'd you feel wearing the badge?
Felt really good. Enjoyed the work. Being a ranger's not for me. That's a loaded question. No, it was cool.
Well, good on you. It takes a certain type of person to thrive there. Me, I never cared much for being a ranger. Too many of them try to force the world to be only black and white when it's anything but. Take Ron Hope. I mean, the guy's a legend. Before him, Polvo was a desperate, depressing place. Everything he did was to keep his people employed, to keep Hope Tech standing in a backstabbing world of megacorp politics.
Oh, is he on his side? Accomplishments are impressive. I think it was all about power and greed with Ron Hope. The whole situation with him is complicated. It's very complicated. But it does sound like you really admire him. That's for sure the route he was going down there.
He's one of the great Freestar Collective success stories. So, yeah, I might be a fan. Tough call on what to do with Ron Hope. Taking his hush money wouldn't have sat right with me. But I wonder what's going to happen to Hopetown without him.
I think it's going to go on. People died. Mr. Hope has to face justice for what he did. Well, he can't now, although I guess he kind of already did. The ultimate justice. Hopefully the company pulls through this. I couldn't live with myself. I took that bribe. Yeah, we were not going to take a bribe at all.
So you stuck by your principles. As much fun as it is being a ranger, I hope you can start focusing on constellation business. There's plenty of mysteries left in the good old Milky Way to discover.
All right, so that's all he wanted to talk
Ready
about.
to tackle whatever the Starfield throws at us.
Do you have anything for us?
Certainly. Here you go.
Dad,
Benzene.
can I have a pet? Aw, come on, please. I need somebody to talk to while I'm on the ship by myself.
I feel like we're making him ignore her right now, so we're going to politely back
You
on
want to
out.
talk to me again? You know where to find me.
You can talk to
Hi.
Cora. Hey, buddy.
Books.
Oh, that's an odd way to start a conversation. I need a little more time to go. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Yes,
Odd way to start a conversation.
I guess it is. Do you have more books, or can you buy me more books? With real pages, a spine, the whole package. My book allowance is all gone and Dad won't get me more. So, books?
Hey, don't let her con you out of more
I
credits.
love it.
Her book allowance damn near bankrupted me.
Dad, this is between us.
Give 50 credits. Add this to the book fund. There are plenty of books on the computer. What sort of books? I mean, don't we have tons of books? And I know I stashed a lot of them, but I think I should still have some on me. What sort of books are you into?
I like books about quantum theory and astrophysics. Or science. Or horses. Did you know that it wasn't until after the Industrial Revolution that horse speed was the maximum civilization speed for centuries? All of society was built upon horses. Imagine what they must have looked like for real. They look smelly, in a good way.
There are plenty of books on the computer.
Not the
Yeah, she said
same.
pages. She said real pages.
I like smelling the pages, the feel of it. Computer screens are just blech.
You'd save me, my friend here, all of us, a lot of grief, financial and emotional, if you just read them on a computer, Gumdrop.
Dad? Fine. You know, reading computers for hours gives me a headache. Now, the important question. Pizza. Favorite topping? And please don't say cheese. Dad loves boring old cheese.
I would say just classic pepperoni. I mean, come on. I like meat, whatever's handy.
Did you hear that, Dad? Meat! We have you outnumbered!
We could always get one of each.
No, you lose. I have decided that I will stay. You have the Cora stamp of approval.
She was gonna leave?
Seem to have left my stamp back on Dad's ship, but imagine it there, on your arm. Cora approves.
She's adorable. Can I still give her the 50 credits, though?
I've already packed my bag for Cora and Mom's big vacation sleepover. Coming soon.
Oh, wait. There's a lot more here. We'll do the book thing last, but so how am I doing as a captain so far?
You want my honest opinion?
Yep.
I think you're doing great, but there's always room for improvement. I mean, your ship doesn't have a library. Where's a girl supposed to store her books? What about me? How am I doing as a co-pilot?
Aces, you are doing great.
Thanks. Someday I'll be a captain like you, and then you can be my co-pilot. How about them apples?
Wait. Why do you keep walking away from our conversations? What do you think about this whole Unity thing? She knows her science, so it's actually a pretty good question.
Well, we're talking about what could be an infinite number of parallel universes, right? If that's really true, how different do you think they are? Like, are they really similar to this one, or really weird? Is there one where we're all lizard people? Or one where time runs backwards? What do you think?
Infinite means anything is possible, so yes to all of that.
It's so crazy to think about. Well, I kind of do hope it's all true. It really would mean that anything is possible.
All right, so we do have a book. Who's your favorite member of Constellation by chance?
Is this a trick question? I'm not going to get in trouble, am I? No matter who I pick?
Well, she should pick her dad. I won't tell anybody. What happens if I tell? It's me, isn't it? No, we won't tell anybody.
Phew! I'm glad you said so. My favorite person in Constellation is Sarah. She's so cool. I want to grow up to be just like her. I've even been practicing being a leader by bossing my dad around. I don't think he likes it much. Your turn. No fair asking a question if you aren't going to answer it too.
Ooh. You're my favorite, of course.
Really? You mean it? You know what your favorite person would really like? More books!
All right, it looks like I had a
Captain.
chance to give her a book. I have a book for if you're interested.
Sure.
Oh, do I? Oh, yeah, see, that's what I thought. All right, so she wants, she's going to want that. Space and time? I mean, should I give her all of these? History of pirate. Let's hold on to these other ones.
Wow, thank you.
All right, very cool. Let's
Bye.
go ahead and let's find Sarah. Let's talk to Sarah now. She is not here. So I'm starting to think that these are not related to our quest. I need to get up. Well, although Sarah could be anywhere. Ladders. How do they work? Oh, they put me in a third person. I didn't even have to hit the button. Interesting.
A brief history of time. If you find any addition, any at all, I will be your friend like forever.
All right. Good to know. All right, there's nothing here. I really need to learn this ship. I do not know going at all right now. And I don't think there's anything here. So that's right. Remember, it was... We had the stairs down, right? So it can't be stairs down from that middle level, I wouldn't think. I know we had stairs down from this bottom level. There's Andrasia. All right, I just got to find Sarah. There she is.
You've got something for me? Ron Hope was a real piece of work, wasn't he?
He was a despicable person. Actually, I felt bad for the guy. Haven't given him a second thought. I really haven't given him a second thought.
Really? How could you let that go from your mind? He held innocent people with little regard, treating their lives like numbers on a balance sheet. It's an absolute disgrace.
So he was despicable then. Business decisions aren't easy to make, especially when people's jobs are on the line. Couldn't agree more. Ron had a lot of weight on his shoulders. I'm just glad it's over. What do you mean? I think we know what she means. Do we want to go with this? Because this is ultimately what I've avoided rambling on about.
What a ridiculous concept. Is that supposed to excuse him from being a decent human being?
No.
Letting him off the hook would have been a terrible injustice.
Well, I didn't want to let him off the hook. Taking a bribe to overlook his crimes would have been a horrible thing to do. The shame that the well-being and livelihoods of hundreds of Hope Tech employees are now in jeopardy. Honestly, it wasn't Ron's fault that Paxton Hull took things too far. He was just following orders, I believe, right? Because that was the orders on the slate. Because although Ron didn't specifically say it, he definitely alluded to it. Given what I've done, I'm frankly surprised that you approve. Taking a bribe to overlook would have been a horrible thing to do. I think we need to try and get out of this conversation. I fear it's going down the wrong path.
Had you taken the money, this would have been a very different conversation. I'm proud of you. It took a lot of integrity to say no to that offer.
Actually, it was pretty easy. If I've learned anything from this, it's that money isn't everything. I still wonder if I made a mistake. I only hope those folk who are going to lose their jobs at Hope Tech will understand. I still think someone can take it over and run with it. But yeah, money isn't everything.
No, it certainly isn't. Especially when it comes at the expense of human lives. Well, I think I've lectured you enough. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me.
All right, so those clearly were not related to the people on the ship. So I need to find... Oh, that's right. Andrasia wants to talk. Let's go find Andrasia real quick again. She was up here. I guess before I should just double check. Not back behind. All right. See if she might have something, a thought regarding... I can't look left or right. There she is. Regarding the people on the ship?
I have been curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience does not demand that you stay. You could have delivered the artifact and then left. Why do you stay?
Oh, well, of course, the curiosity. The artifact means something. It's important we find out what. It's a good group of people and they need my help. I love a good mystery. There isn't much else going on this week. Let's talk about this some other time. It's important we find out what's going on here.
It does seem to be a unique situation with serious consequences. That is what keeps me here as well. My past is complicated. And anyone in Constellation will tell you I do not speak much of it. But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being.
Gotta have a good reason to get out of bed in the morning. I think having goals is important. Hopefully you leave a little time for fun too. This is a good one. Why is Constellation meaningful to you, Andrasia?
This group of people, who by rights would never associate with one another, has come together for a common cause. That is impressive on its own, before considering the magnitude of the work they have undertaken. The possibilities it holds.
All right. Yeah, I think having goals is important. It's huge.
A goal is something you work towards, an expectation of achievement. That is not the same. I believe it is sometimes phrased as the destination is not as important as the journey. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones. They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds, all seemingly without concern for anything around them. Complacent. Their experience is so different from much of the settled systems. They do not know how good they have it.
Gotta say, Andresia, making me personally, Godum, that is, a little sad when you say that, when you put it that way. Your experiences must have been very different then. There's no way to know what someone else is going through. You think people need to struggle to live? How are things different for them?
There is no struggle to survive here. No great risk in daily life. I'm sure you have seen for yourself that is not the case for much of the settled systems. Hostile environments, dangerous creatures, not to mention the threats posed by other humans. None of that touches these people.
Well, but I mean, different lives, man. People are, yeah, there's no way to know what someone else is going through. You think people need to, yeah, we have no idea. And you have to appreciate the differences in people.
You believe I am too quick to judge?
Eh.
Perhaps that is so.
Maybe.
Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea.
Well, but again, that's just your thought. Maybe they do. You're oblivious. I'm sorry. You're obviously been through a lot. I'm sorry life has been hard for you. Feeling sorry for yourself never helped anyone. Clearly everything we've heard about, she has been through a lot. But yeah, sorry life has been hard for you.
I am not asking for pity. I have done what is necessary to bear my burdens, and it has led me here. My family is unique within the settled systems. I grew up outside the bounds of the United Colonies, or the Freestar Collective. My parents, and their parents before them, did not believe anyone outside our family could be trusted or relied upon. You can imagine, I am sure, how existence without ties to others is challenging in space.
Getting by on your own is admirable. It's not a life I choose for myself. That sounds like a terrible way to live. Why did your family insist on independence?
They believed, and still do, that anyone who was not part of our family did not share our values, our goals, and was ultimately a potential threat. My time in the settled systems has mostly led me to agree with them.
Doesn't that kind of isolate you, though? I mean, that's hence getting by on your own, right? I don't think I want to call her out on this, as in it sounds like a terrible way to live, but it kind of does. It's not a life I choose for myself. I think we can go with that route.
Choice had nothing to do with it, not for me. But looking back, I understand their concern. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found purpose in Constellation.
For sure.
I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause and have enjoyed our time together. Thank you.
Nice. All right. A little more movement with Andresia. But we do need to find out where's this captain we need to talk to? I have no idea where this mission even is. I don't have a clue. I'm gonna have to dig through all this stuff and see if I can't find it.
Good day, Captain.
But before we do that, we are gonna go for a drive. Let's see what this bad boy can do. All right, so I am hearing a little bit of sound now. Like, it's pretty pretty low. Is there a setting that I can change? An audio setting for, I mean, everything's up. Yeah, I don't think so. I wonder if it, oh, now it's gone again. Interesting. Let's first do third person. Yeah, where is the sound? Maybe we should go to an unknown. I mean, I actually probably wouldn't mind. Can we find a trait? A cave. You know what? You're 729 away. Let's go figure you out. All right, so I have the sound of that. Ooh, tight moves. Tight quarters. That is awesome. Is there any way to kind of... Oh, all right. Pressing L3 gives us a speed boost and a pretty big one. Yeah, all right. And Drazer, remember those scratches I was referring to? We're getting more of them.
No time.
We're getting more of them. Can I do a boost? Oh, wait. I need the boost. Oh, so they're the same boost, which I guess makes sense, right? Either the speed boost, although I can do both at the same time. Can I scan? Well, of course I know I can. I've already done it. Now, the scanner, it doesn't move as smoothly. Like, it seems to be kind of jerky. A little harder to control versus when I'm just walking around.
Let's go.
Yes,
What
indeed.
does your scanner reveal?
Let's go. Oh, wait. What is this? Lithium. Can I loot you from here? Oh, wait a minute. So if I just shoot it, it's basically the same as pulling out the cutter. Same thing here? I don't think it's the same thing there. All right, let's continue. What else is out here? What else is out here? I'd like to get out in a little bit of open area. So I'm also noticing too, I think when we had that terrible nightmare in the last episode, like having the camera like this is a little, so, all right. So right here, here's a good example. Right here, pressing forward obviously goes forward, right? Now, if I'm looking this direction, pressing forward takes me backwards. You would think that would continue being forward, but it's not. That's a little awkward and gonna take some time to get used to. Can we make that? I don't think so. It's a bummer that the sound. I wonder. Whoa. All right. Can we take down animals by? I mean, obviously.
Peak velocity.
Obviously, we've had a nightmare where we can take on humans with this thing. Uh-oh, am I stuck? I think I'm stuck. There we go. Can we take down some of the animals? Where's an animal? A ground animal. A surface. Oh, here we go. Hey, buddies. Oh, I completely missed him. You can
go faster.
Did I take that guy down? Well, you're kind of flying. How about you? Oh, we did do damage. Oh, I was gonna say that doesn't seem very powerful. I mean, got a little leg going on there with that front tire. I don't know about the The weapon is not overly powerful, but I don't think, I mean, obviously, I don't think it's supposed to be. So how can I aim on here, though? So if I do this, can I aim this way? I'm not convinced that's an actual aim. Is it? Oh, I guess it is. Now, if I don't have you... Yeah, I don't really have... Oh, all right, took him out that way. You don't really have a reticle if you don't have the scanner open. Interesting. The lack of sound is really throwing me off, though. I mean, big time throwing me off. All right, well, we got a new toy. Whoa, easy, easy, fella. Easy, fella. Easy, fella. Now, on the way back, I do want to try first... Oh, wow. All right, that got personal. First person, how does this work? Or how does it look? Does
Give up already.
Oh, can I not? I can't turn. Wait a minute. Why can I not turn to the right? I can't turn any direction.
Cowards.
All right, let's come back out. All right, so I can turn there. I can't turn in first person. Interesting. Well, there's a little bit. I don't even know if I'd consider that a turn. All right. Well, I don't know if I consider a turn, but I consider that a problem.